Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Okay, genetic material का काम क्या है? Like transferring the characters from the parent to the children. Not only that, we look like, say for example, our nose shape or eyebrow shape or skin color or our health, how healthy we are, whether we have diabetes or not, or whether we have some other genetic disease or not. All these are decided by DNA only. How healthy you are, how intelligent you are, how do you look, what is your height, what is your nose shape, everything determined by DNA. ओके इसका नाम डीएनए, काम जेनेटिक मटेरियल. जेनेटिक मटेरियल का काम है टू डिटरमाइन द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, ओके, फेशियल फीचर्स एंड ऑल दैट. DNA is present inside this nucleus. Okay, inside the nucleus we have some chemicals called as nitrogenous bases. Use the word once. Means what? In chemistry, you know acids and bases. So these are bases. I mean इसका pH above 7 है तो bases. Bases जिसमें nitrogen element है, that's it. Nitrogenous bases means what? Bases जिसमें nitrogen element है. Okay, so use the word once again. And there are 5 such nitrogenous bases. I mean all these are, okay, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. Okay, all these are bases only. They all have nitrogen in their structure. Okay, so like memorize the names: adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. These are the 5 nitrogenous bases. No. Okay, no need of sequence, but remember the names: adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. Okay, where do we have them? We have them inside the nucleus. अगर न्यूक्लियस नहीं है तो न्यूक्लियोइड में. If it is a prokaryotic cell, nucleoid. Okay, then now what happens is this nitrogenous base will combine with, okay, a sugar. दो chemicals का एक complex बनेगा, right? Okay, a nitrogenous base plus sugar, for example, adenine plus sugar, guanine plus sugar, और cytosine plus sugar. Okay, वो दो केमिकल का कॉम्प्लेक्स क्या है? दैट इज न्यूक्लियोसाइड. न्यूक्लियोसाइड नाम क्यों? क्योंकि ये इनसाइड न्यूक्लियस है. ओके, इट इज इनसाइड द न्यूक्लियस, न्यूक्लियोसाइड. ओके, सो व्हाट इज न्यूक्लियोसाइड? बेस प्लस शुगर, दो केमिकल्स का कॉम्प्लेक्स. बेस प्लस शुगर इज कॉल्ड न्यूक्लियोसाइड. नाउ न्यूक्लियोसाइड प्लस फॉस्फेट. ओके, सो इन दोनों केमिकल से एक तीसरा केमिकल ऐड हो गए तो दैट इज न्यूक्लियोसाइड प्लस फॉस्फेट. सो देयर आर टोटल 3 एलिमेंट्स इन दैट: बेस, शुगर, फॉस्फेट. ओके, 3 एलिमेंट्स: बेस, शुगर, फॉस्फेट, और न्यूक्लियोसाइड प्लस फॉस्फेट. यू कैन डिफाइन इट इन बोथ द वेज. Okay, nucleoside plus phosphate or base, sugar, phosphate together is called as nucleotide. Why all these words nucleo? Because they are present inside the nucleus. Okay, so that is one nucleotide. Then what happens? All these nucleotides together will form a chain of nucleotides or polymer. Okay, poly means many, polymer means a chain of several units. Okay, so एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड में 3 components हैं: base, sugar, phosphate, and such nucleotides will make a chain like this. Look at here. Okay, see, this is base, this is base. What base? Nitrogenous base. This is sugar. Okay, what sugar? That sugar is ribose. Why did I write R? R stands for what? Ribose. ये ribose क्या है? Glucose, sucrose तो पता है. So just like glucose, sucrose, maltose, galactose, etc., ribose is also one sugar. Okay, like all those sugars, you know, lactose, glucose, sucrose. So same way, ribose is also the name of a sugar. So ribose sugar plus phosphate, 3 components together, this complete thing. The ball that I have circled in red color, what do you call that as? Loud and clear? Nucleotide. Now, what happened? It formed a chain of nucleotides. This is one more nucleotide with base sugar phosphate, base sugar phosphate, base sugar phosphate. Okay, each ball एक nucleotide है and it is a chain of nucleotides. What do you call this complete chain of nucleotides? This is called RNA. RNA means what? Ribonucleic acid. राइबोन्यूक्लिक एसिड क्यों? क्योंकि ये एक न्यूक्लिक एसिड है जिसमें राइबोस शुगर है. Is it clear? Okay. Why the word ribonucleic acid? Because we have ribose sugar. And this is called as DNA. I will explain the difference. This is not yet completed. This is called DNA. DNA क्यों? Because there is another sugar called as deoxyribose. Easy to remember. राइबोज लेके एक ऑक्सीजन को किक आउट कर दो. ओके, deoxyribose. You can easily remember, right? Okay. So nucleic acid जिसमें deoxyribose sugar है. This one DR I have written, right? So that is deoxyribose. तो अगर sugar ribose है तो RNA, sugar deoxyribose है तो DNA. So DNA RNA के बीच में एक difference है, the nature of the sugar. The name is also based on that. Okay. And RNA, DNA both are nucleic acids. Okay, use the word once. Nucleic acids. What is a nucleic acid? The chain of nucleotides. Okay. So let me check how much you remember. A base plus sugar is called? Nucleoside plus phosphate is called? The chain of nucleotides is called? Nucleic acid. The chain of nucleotides is called? Nucleic acid. And we have two types of nucleic acids. RNA, DNA. Is it clear? The chain of nucleotides is called nucleic acid and we have two types of nucleic acids, RNA, DNA. One difference between RNA, DNA? Sugar. RNA will have ribose sugar, DNA will have deoxyribose sugar. But we have other differences also. I will go back to that slide and explain it. That is not yet completed, don't worry. So second difference is DNA is made up of ATGC. There is no specific order for it. ATGC nahi hai to CATG. Nahi to CC 1000 times. Okay. There is no specific order. And we have billions of nucleotides, not 4, billions of nucleotides. But all these are repetitions of only 4 nucleotides. Adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. Identify which nucleotide is missing in the DNA. Uracil is not there. So our DNA will not have uracil. Only ATGC. And what are the bases or what are the nucleotides you will observe in the DNA? RNA, AUGC. ओके, आरएनए में कौन सा न्यूक्लियोटाइड मिसिंग है? थाइमीन. तो थाइमीन के जगह पे यूरासिल. इज इट क्लियर? ओके. So DNA is made up of ATGC, RNA is made up of AUGC. There is no thymine in the RNA, there is no uracil in the DNA. Okay. Second difference you know already. Sugar क्या है इसमें? Deoxyribose. इसमें sugar क्या है? Ribose. That is second difference. Third difference. DNA is double stranded. Okay, use the word once. Double stranded means I told you the chain of nucleotides ना, ऐसा 2 chains होगा. So that is the meaning of double stranded. Okay. Whereas RNA is single stranded. I mean a chain of nucleotides will be there. ऐसा एक ही chain होगा. One chain of nucleotides like this. The same thing is drawn here. Okay. Look at here all of you. You can see only one chain. There is no other chain. So RNA is single strand. Can you observe all the 3 points written in that table? First thing, ribose sugar. Second one, AUGC, no thymine. Third one, single strand. It has no other strand, only one chain of nucleotides. That is RNA. Can I say RNA is clear for all of you? Next one, DNA. Same way, observe all the 3 points in the table. First one, it is made up of ATGC, no uracil. Second point, deoxyribose, not ribose. Third point, double stranded. I mean, this is one chain of nucleotides. This is another chain of nucleotides. Okay, both chains are bonded together like a ladder. In the ladder, you have two sticks and the rungs in between or the steps in between. Okay, वो steps के जैसा chemical bonds है. Is it clear? Two strands, and there are chemical bonds. These bonds are called as hydrogen 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like that. They are called hydrogen bonds. Why these hydrogen bonds? Because when you have two strands, there must be some bonding to connect them together. Okay, वो दोनों strands को hold करके रखने के लिए bonds चाहिए. Those bonds are called as hydrogen bonds. Okay, and we can also use the word base pairing. Use the word once, all of you. Not a new word. Bases तो पता है. Pair of bases is called base pair. Okay, दो bases के बीच में pairing, that is called as base pairing. And the pairing will always occur between A, T. अगर T नहीं है तो U. Is it clear? Adenine will always pair with T. If T is not there, where you don't have T? RNA. There it will bond with U. Okay. And G will always pair with C. और AT के बीच में दो हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स, GC के बीच में तीन हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स. This is called as base pairing. Pairing between the bases. Clear till now? Okay. And is this correct? Is that correct? Why not? Three bonds are. That was a mistake. Is it clear? So AT के बीच में दो हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स होना चाहिए, AU के बीच में भी दो ही हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स होना चाहिए, और GC के बीच में तीन हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स. Is it clear? Hydrogen bonds will keep the two strands together. So this is RNA DNA. Now tell me, is every point in this table clear? ATGC, AUGC, deoxyribose, ribose, double stranded, single stranded. And what is our genetic material? DNA. Bacteria से लेके human being तक, in all the organisms, genetic material is only DNA. Only viruses, they have RNA as genetic material. Only viruses have RNA as genetic material. From bacteria onwards, plant cells, insects, small flies, okay, humans, everything will have only DNA as genetic material. तो फिर RNA का काम क्या है? Okay, so let us see that one also. Okay, I told you that DNA gets copied into DNA. What is that mechanism called as? Replication. Very good. Okay, and then what happens is DNA will get converted into RNA. I mean, like say for example, if you have a sequence like this, A, T, G, T, T, C, okay, then it will become RNA like this. A के जगह पे U. Okay, A will not be copied as A. A will be copied as U. Its opposite letter, its pair will be added. Okay, then you tell me, T के जगह पे A, very good. Okay, in the place of G here, C, very good. Again, A. This is your RNA. Okay, why this is RNA? Because you have uracil, not thymine. Why this is DNA? Because you have thymines, not uracils. Okay, so this is DNA. DNA का एक strand है, don't get confused. You may ask me, you said DNA will have two strands. Okay, ये DNA का एक strand है. Okay, so that will get converted into RNA. That DNA to RNA process, this process is called as transcription. Use the word once. Transcription. Once again. Then what happens is this RNA will become protein. The RNA will then get converted into protein. That process is called as translation. Use the word once again. Translation. Okay. See, for example, genes will produce proteins. Restate it once. Genes produces protein. For example, hemoglobin gene produce hemoglobin protein. Insulin gene produce insulin protein. Okay. हर एक जीन एक प्रोटीन को प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. Is it clear? Okay. So the genes are on the DNA, or genes are in the DNA format. Is it clear? For example, this can be called as a gene. So what is a gene? Gene is a small piece of DNA. For the time being, remember like that. Exact definition I will give you later. Gene DNA का एक हिस्सा है, DNA का एक part है. A very small segment of the DNA is called as gene. Okay. So DNA will become DNA by replication. So gene will be replicated. Then the gene will become, like say for example, some insulin gene will first become इंसुलिन आरएनए. अगर ये इंसुलिन का जीन है तो ये इंसुलिन का आरएनए होगा. ओके. देन दिस आरएनए, इंसुलिन आरएनए विल बिकम इंसुलिन प्रोटीन. अगर ये इंसुलिन का आरएनए है तो ये इंसुलिन प्रोटीन को प्रोड्यूस करेगा. ओके. सो दैट इज हाउ वी प्रोड्यूस प्रोटीन्स. ओके. आई रिपीट द क्वेश्चन. अगर हमारे जेनेटिक मटेरियल डीएनए है तो आरएनए का काम क्या है? आरएनए इज अ ट्रांजिशनरी स्टेज, इंटरमीडिएट स्टेज इन द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ प्रोटीन्स. रीस्टेट इट वंस. RNA is an intermediary stage in the production of protein. जीन का काम है प्रोटीन को प्रोड्यूस करना, पर जीन प्रोटीन को डायरेक्टली प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते हैं. So therefore we have RNA in between. So we have RNA but not as genetic material. All of you, do we have RNA? Yes. But is it our genetic material? No. Then what is our genetic material? DNA. DNA to DNA copying is called? DNA to RNA conversion is called? RNA to protein conversion is called? Translation. Okay. So now I will I cannot focus on all those things now. Okay, you will have to only talk to the team and try to adjust for such things, because it will disturb everybody. Okay, or else come and sit there. Okay. So this DNA replication is done by an enzyme called as DNA polymerase. Use the name once. DNA polymerase is an enzyme. So ये enzyme means what? You know catalyst? Okay. If a catalyst is in the living organisms, we call it as enzyme. अगर एक कैटलिस्ट लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स है तो इसको हम एंजाइम बोलते हैं. इज इट क्लियर? ओके. सो डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन इज अ रिएक्शन. द रिएक्शन नीड टू बी कैटलाइज्ड. हु विल कैटलाइज इट? डीएनए पॉल एंजाइम. ओके. पर वो एंजाइम का नाम क्या है? डीएनए पॉलीमरेज. ओके. यू कैन इजीली रिमेंबर द नेम बिकॉज डीएनए एक पॉलीमर है. डू यू अग्री? ओके. DNA is basically a polymer, right? Mono means one, poly means many. Polymer means what? Many units. Like DNA एक polymer है. DNA polymer को बनाने वाला एंजाइम है polymerase, right? RNA भी एक polymer है. RNA polymer को बनाने वाला एंजाइम RNA polymerase. Like that, if you understand, you can easily remember. DNA polymerase will catalyze replication. And name the enzyme that catalyzes transcription. RNA polymerase. Simple. RNA polymer को manufacture करने वाला एंजाइम है, और ये DNA को बनाने वाला एंजाइम है. DNA polymer manufacture करने वाला. And translation occurs in ribosomes. Did you hear the word ribosomes? Okay, ribosomes, remember, they are not organelles. Okay, so just one small value addition here. They are not ऑर्गेनल्स, क्योंकि वो मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड नहीं है. दे आर कॉल्ड एज particles. So ribosomes are present in prokaryotic cells also. Is it clear? क्योंकि अगर ये एक ऑर्गेनल है तो प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल में नहीं होना चाहिए, बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव ऑर्गेनल्स इन द प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल, बट वी हैव राइबोसोम्स इन द प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल. How is that possible? Because ribosomes are not organelles. What do I mean by that? They are not enclosed by membrane. They are categorized as particles. Ribosomes prokaryotic, eukaryotic दोनों cells में हैं. Okay, but eukaryotics have larger ribosomes. Prokaryotes have smaller ribosomes. Okay, eukaryotes have 80s ribosomes. Prokaryotes have 70. वो yes क्या है? वो density का unit है. Swedberg unit we call it as, but you don't have to remember. Don't worry. Okay, Swedberg unit is a unit for density, weight. You know density. Okay, so that is the value. Larger, little larger ribosomes in eukaryotic cell, little smaller ribosomes in prokaryotic cell. So once again, name the enzyme that catalyzes DNA replication. Enzyme that catalyzes the transcription. The structure, we cannot call it as enzyme. Some particles where the protein synthesis will occur or translation will occur. Ribosomes. Do we have ribosomes in prokaryotic cell also? Okay, वो कैसा possible है? Because they are not organelles. Okay, so ribosomes. What are the type of ribosomes in eukaryotic cell? 80s. The type of ribosomes in prokaryotic cell? 70s. Okay, and mostly try not to forget the things that you have learned, because today's class is not for today's class. Today's class is to understand the next 5-6 classes. If you forget these things, next 5-6 classes will be difficult. If you remember them all, just one second. If you remember them all, then the next 5-6 classes will be a cakewalk for you. Okay, so try not to forget anything that you learned in this class. Yes, tell me. They produce protein. Proteins manufacture करने वाला एक factory है. Ribosomes protein manufacture करने वाला factory. The proteins are synthesized in the ribosomes. Protein synthesis is also called as translation. Okay, it is a structure where the translation occurs. Clear till now? Yes. 80 is 80. 80. S is a Swedberg unit, that is unit of density. Swedberg unit name you need not remember. ATS you can remember. What is S there? It is Swedberg unit. It is a unit for density. Yes. Yeah. Why the word nucleic acid when they are made up of bases? Okay. ATGC तो bases है, पर sugars, phosphate sides acidic है ना? न्यूट्रल नहीं होता है क्योंकि इसका एसिडिटी ज्यादा है. सिंपल. Okay, so sugars and phosphates together, their acidity is more, so therefore net result is okay. After all of them join, the DNA RNA are acidic in nature, so we call them as nucleic acids. Is the question and answer both are clear? The question is ATGCU are bases, but the polymers are called as acid. RNA DNA are called acid. ये base all of a sudden acid कैसा बन गया? Okay, because sugars and phosphates are added, they are acidic in nature. Okay, yes, clear? Stages है ना? Okay, पहला स्टेज है डीएनए कॉपी करना, दूसरा स्टेज है डीएनए आरएनए के जैसा कन्वर्ट होना, तीसरा स्टेज है आरएनए प्रोटीन के जैसा कन्वर्ट होना. The third stage will occur in the ribosome. The third stage means RNA to protein will occur in the ribosome. Okay, RNA to protein conversion will occur in the ribosome. Is it clear? Okay, DNA to DNA by DNA polymerase, DNA to RNA by RNA polymerase, RNA to protein by ribosomes. Clear till now? Fine. So we understood what is DNA. Now let us see what is chromosome. Where do we have the DNA? न्यूक्लियस. पर प्रॉब्लम ये है कि न्यूक्लियस बहुत लंबा थ्रेड के जैसा है और न्यूक्लियस इट्स वेरी वेरी स्मॉल. Okay, so how to fit such a long DNA in such a small nucleus? So what happens is this DNA will get folded like this. Understood? Okay. So fit hone ke liye it is getting compressed, folded. Just like say for example you are flying a kite. Okay. That is meters or kilometers of thread. Okay, because like some of them can fly the kite to very high. Okay, meters or even kilometers together thread you have. That much thread, how are you just holding? By folding it onto some wooden piece. What is that called? Charki. Okay, so we roll it onto some charki. So like that, here the DNA is getting rolled up. The rolled up DNA is called as chromatin. Use the word once. Chromatin. Okay, so this is chromatin. तो chromatin क्या है? Chromatin भी DNA है. DNA अगर लूज है तो DNA, अगर ये टाइटली पैक्ड है तो कॉइल्ड हो गए तो क्रोमैटिन. इज इट क्लियर? सो व्हाट इज क्रोमैटिन? कंडेंस्ड डीएनए. क्रोमैटिन भी डीएनए है. क्रोमैटिन इज नॉट समथिंग डिफरेंट. दैट इज आल्सो चेन ऑफ ATGCs only. For example, see, this is DNA. Okay, if this is DNA, this is chromatin. Okay, both are same. The only thing is loose or tight. So loose है तो DNA, tight है तो chromatin, tightest है तो chromatid. Use the word once. Maximum condensed DNA is called chromatid. A chromatid is like this, 8 shape. Okay, a chromatid is like 8 shape. So now look at here and tell me how many chromatids you can see here. Very good, 2 chromatids. अगर 2 chromatids है तो कितने DNAs होगा? How many DNAs? 2. Okay, because see, one wire became one coiled wire. One wire, one loose wire became one coiled wire. So one DNA will become one chromatid. One DNA will become one chromatid. So when you have 2 chromatids, you have 2 DNAs. Is it clear? Look at here. This is one DNA. This DNA got copied. What is that copying called as? Replication. How many DNAs you have now? 2 DNAs. Don't count it as 4 क्योंकि 2 strands मिलके एक DNA है. DNA is double stranded. So this is one DNA. This is one DNA. How did you get this DNA? When you replicate this DNA. So ये दोनों DNAs copies हैं, identical हैं. जो भी sequence ये DNA में है, same sequence ये DNA में भी होगा. Is it clear? Okay. So if you have ATGC here, you should have ATGC here also. CCCC here, CCCC here also. Whatever you have here also. Because they both are replicated copies of each other. 2 DNAs formed 2 chromatins. 2 chromatins formed 2 chromatids. Both chromatids together is called one chromosome. So one chromosome will have 2 chromatids. Means one chromosome will have 2 DNA molecules. Is it clear? One chromosome will have 2 DNA molecules. Clear till now? Okay, this is one chromosome. Okay, then answer this question. What is this? This is one chromosome or a pair of chromosomes? One chromosome. Pair of chromatids, but not pair of chromosomes. Okay, then a pair of chromosomes is like this. I mean, a pair of chromosomes will have 4 chromatids in that. Clear till now, everybody? Okay, so that is a pair of chromosome. अगर ये एक क्रोमोसोम है तो और ये एक pair of chromosomes है तो in one cell how many chromosomes we have? So we have, look at here, each cell contains 23 pairs of chromosomes. Each cell means literally each cell. Your hair cell also will have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Your nail cell also will have, your kidney cell, liver cell. Every cell in your body will have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay. Why don't we call them as 46 chromosomes? Because actually we have 23 different chromosomes. ओके वो 24th जो है वो अलग क्रोमोसोम नहीं है, वो फर्स्ट क्रोमोसोम का दूसरा कॉपी है. I mean each chromosome we have in two copies. First chromosome 2 times, second chromosome 2 times, third chromosome 2 times. Every chromosome we have in 2 copies. Is it clear? Okay. Why like that? Because we get 23 chromosomes from mother and 23 chromosomes from father. Okay. So you have 2 copies of first chromosome. Mother also gave you, father also gave you. Second chromosome, mother also gave you, father also. So like that, every chromosome you have in 2 copies, 23 chromosomes from mother, same 23 chromosomes from father. Okay. So we should not call them as 46 chromosomes. We call them as 23 pairs of chromosomes. Then in this 23 pairs, and one small request, you can definitely say excuse me, but don't abruptly, I will get shocked all of a sudden. So don't abruptly stop me in between a sentence. Hundreds of times I am saying, is it clear? At that time you ask me. Okay. And if I'm saying, like, say, like if I'm explaining something, then wait for 2-3 minutes and then you can ask. Yes, tell me. Mm. They are not identical. Who said they are identical? Okay, see, look at here. ये दोनों identical हैं, ये दोनों identical हैं, और ये दोनों identical नहीं है. Is it clear? Because this you got from mother, this you got from father. Okay. ये दोनों क्यों identical हैं? क्योंकि ये दोनों replicated copies हैं. If this DNA is replicated, you will get this. तो ये दोनों identical होगा. Because in my cell only one chromatid replicated to give the other chromatid, so they both are identical. Okay. But ये दोनों identical नहीं है. Okay, because you will get this from the mother, you will get this from the father. Clear? Okay. Yes. So we have total 23 pairs of chromosomes. In that 23 pairs, first 22 pairs are called as autosomes. So autosomes are also chromosomes only. That is one type of chromosomes. Okay. Autosomes are also chromosomes, a type of chromosomes. What is their function? In general, I told you chromosomes function is to determine all your characteristics like your appearance, your health, your skills, your height, all those things. Okay. So chromosomes determine characteristics. First 22 chromosomes determine what type of characteristics. जो characteristics male और female में common है. Is it clear? No difference between male. For example, females, males both have 2 kidneys only, both have 1 liver only. It's not that males will have 3 hearts and female will have only 1 heart. So except the reproductive system, remaining all are same in male and female. जो सारे कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स मेल और फीमेल में कॉमन होता है, all those characteristics are controlled by autosomes. Okay. Autosomes control or determine the characteristics that are common for both the sexes. And the 23rd pair is called as allosomes. Allosomes are also chromosomes. They are a type of chromosomes. Allosomes are also called as sex chromosomes because they determine sex characteristics. Okay. For example, if I have 22, first 22 will take care of my skin color, kidney, liver, digestive system, etc. My 23rd characteristic will make me a female. Is it clear? So therefore, these chromosomes are called as allosomes. Allosomes are also called sex chromosomes. We have 2 sexes, male, female. So those sex chromosomes भी चाहिए. Okay. Sex chromosomes are 2 types, X and Y. X is female sex chromosome. What do you mean by X is female sex chromosome? It means it controls all female sex characteristics, that is egg cell production, बच्चों को पैदा करना, uterus, ovaries, female sex hormones, everything related to females. Those characteristics are controlled by X chromosome. So therefore we call it as female sex chromosome. Okay, it controls female sex characteristics. This sentence I did not underline, so leave it. I will come back to this sentence later. Coming to this, Y is male sex chromosome. इसका मतलब क्या है? It controls male sex characters. I mean testis, testosterone hormone, sperm production, whatever is related to male sex characteristics. They are all controlled by Y chromosome. Clear till now? Then this point, little complicated to understand, so complete focus here. The 23rd pair in female somatic cells. पहले somatic cells का मतलब क्या है? Somatic cells means body cells. Use the word somatic cell once. Okay, somatic cell word को use कर ले एक बार. Somatic cell means what? Body cell. I mean liver cell, kidney cell, skin cell, RBC, WBC, heart cell, brain cell. All these are somatic cell. If you ask me, are bone cells also somatic cells? Then I will ask you, क्या वो भी body में है? Yes, so somatic cells ही होगा. So every cell which you have in the body, except, okay, egg and sperm, zygote, embryo, okay, the cells which are going to make a baby, leaving them, remaining all cells are called as somatic cells. Is it clear? Egg, sperm, zygote, embryo, the cells that become the baby. So they are called germ cells. Use that word also once. Now the topic is not about germ cells. Now the topic is about somatic cells. हर एक somatic cell में 23 pairs of chromosomes होगा और वो 23rd pair females will have XX. 23rd pair in male cells is XY. Clear till now? Okay. But this one, let me check whether it is clear or not. By the way, here there is one more drawing. This is one chromatid. This is two chromatids and one chromosome. A chromosome having two chromatids. This is a pair of chromosomes. I hope it is all clear. And I told you, first 22 pairs are autosomes. The 23rd pair is XX. Okay, 23rd pair is allosomes. But 23rd pair in females is XX. 23rd pair in males is XY. Very good. So now, here assume that I have drawn 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay. There is no space, so I could not draw 23 pairs. So first pair, second pair, dot, 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 dot. Imagine there are 20 chromosomes in between. This is 21, 22, 23. So I told you 23rd pair in females is XX. Okay. And now one small question to you. In the females, 22nd pair, okay, in the females, 22nd pair, is it XX or XY? अगर 22nd pair भी XS है तो, okay, think like this. अगर 22nd pair भी XX है तो, why do I write like this? 23rd pair in females is XX करके क्यों लिखूंगी? तो सिर्फ 23rd pair XX है. तो 22nd pair क्या है? 22nd pair neither X nor Y. 22nd pair का नाम क्या है? 22nd pair ही. There is no other name. Simple logic. अगर 22nd pair भी XX है तो यहाँ 23rd pair in females is XX करके क्यों लिखूंगी? So here only 23rd pair is XX. So what is 22nd pair in the females? 22nd pair. What is 21st pair in the females? What is 5th pair in the females? वो सारे pairs क्या हैं? Autosomes हैं. तो सिर्फ 23rd pair is XX. Okay. Same way, like in the males, if it is Okay, look at this diagram and tell me, I have drawn the chromosomes of a female or a male? Female, male or both? Male hai na, XY. Only male, no both. XY. These are all autosomes. 22 pairs of autosomes. Okay. And the 23rd pair is XY. There is no female here. The 23rd pair is X and this is Y. So is it clear? Any doubt? How did you feel it is both? Okay. Remember 23 pairs of chromosomes in each cell. Okay, this is a male cell. Okay, 23rd pair in male cell is 22nd pair in male is XX or XY? Very good, 22nd pair. Neither XX nor XY. Okay, so first 22 pairs are autosomes. They are neither X nor Y. Only 23rd pair in females is XX. It means what? These 22 pairs are same in male and female. Same, similar means what? Here, you have to understand the difference between identical and similar. Identical means what? As it is. Similar means we all are similar. Yes, we are walking on two legs. We all have two kidneys only. We have one heart only. We have two hands only, not three hands. Okay, so we have one brain only and we have same 23 pairs of chromosomes. We have 2 ears only. Okay, so mostly we are same, right? Okay, but not identical. See, the nose shape is different, eye color is different, skin color is different, height is different. Okay, all these are different. Identical means what? Identical twins. They're as it is identical. Okay, so I told you the autosomes are same in male and female does not mean identical. Thoda bahut farak hota hai. Okay, not only between male and female, between two males also there is difference. Between two females also there is difference. Okay, so मेल फीमेल होने के वजह से कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है ऑटोजोम्स में. Is it clear? Okay, there is no difference because of male and female. You are male, so you don't have a different type of autosome. You are a female, so you don't have a different type of autosome. Okay, but yes, some differences are there between two males also there, between two females also there. Okay, they are not identical. But they are same in all the human beings. Male, female में कोई difference नहीं है with respect to autosomes. Allosomes they differ. Male will have XY, female will have XX. So male female difference बस ये 23rd slot में होता है. Remaining all are similar, not identical, similar. Is it clear for all of you? Okay. So 22 pairs autosomes, male and female do not differ with respect to autosomes. I mean, if I take a 5th chromosome and observe it under the microscope, I cannot say whether it is from the male body or from the female body. Okay. Then 23rd pair is called as sex chromosomes. It is XX in the female, okay, and XY in the male. Okay. Then you may get one doubt. X is a female sex chromosome. तो ये females में है logical. Y is a male sex chromosome, so males have it logical. Okay, but why males have X chromosome? Did you observe this? Females will have XX, males have XY. Male में X chromosome का काम क्या है? Okay, I will answer that. Did you notice between X and Y, X is a larger chromosome? Okay, larger chromosome है ना तो ज़्यादा genes होगा. There are more genes, so it can do more functions. So what happens is, look at here, X is a female sex chromosome. It controls female sex characters, but it will also control some common characteristics. Common characteristics means something which is common between male and female. Okay, like color vision. I mean, we see red and green colors, different colors. We are able to see the colors because of some genes on X chromosome. Blood clotting, I mean, if you get wounded, After 2-3 minutes, your blood will clot. That is because of some genes present on X chromosome. And brain development is also to some extent controlled by X chromosome. Not only X chromosome, but X chromosome will also control the brain development. Okay, so it means Y chromosome is purely male sex chromosome, whereas female X chromosome is female sex chromosome, plus it will also control some common characteristics like color vision, blood clotting, brain development, etc. So now you people tell me, do males need X chromosome or not? Because they also need brain development, they also need blood clotting, they also need to see the colors. So males also need X chromosome. Okay, so therefore females are XX, males are XY, whereas females do not require Y chromosome, because Y chromosome's only function is to control male sex characteristics. So females don't need it, whereas X chromosome will control female sex characteristics plus some common characteristics also. So males also require it. So a human being cannot survive without X chromosome, but humans can survive without Y chromosome. Remember this point. Then one more doubt you may get is, are these numbers fixed? I mean, is first chromosome in all of us, or we are just randomly giving the numbers? No, the numbers are fixed. First chromosome is first chromosome in all of us. I mean, in all of us, first chromosome will have same genes. Okay. For example, in my body, if I have insulin gene on third chromosome, you all also have insulin gene on third chromosome only, like that. Okay. They will have same genes, their function is the same. Okay. So like first chromosome is first chromosome in all of us. And are they arranged in the order? First chromosome, next second chromosome? No. Nucleus is spherical. In the nucleus, all these chromosomes are jumbled up. Is it clear? Okay. But we identify them because of their same size. I mean, on what basis the numbering is given? Okay. First chromosome is largest. 22nd chromosome is smallest. And irrespective of the size, okay, the sex chromosome is given the 23rd position. Is it clear? Okay. What is the largest chromosome? Smallest chromosome? 23rd chromosome is not based on the size, क्योंकि X chromosome larger है, Y chromosome smaller है. That is not based on the size. So first sex chromosome को अलग करके बाकी autosomes को number based on the size, largest to smallest. Okay, and these two are similar, not identical. I hope you remember this. These two identical. The two chromatids of same chromosome identical. The two chromosomes are not identical. We get all this from the mother, 23 chromosomes from the mother, and we get all this from the father, 23 chromosomes from the father. Clear till now? Next. Now let us see some chromosomal aberrations. Use the word once. Chromosomal aberrations. Aberrations means, okay, errors. Okay, if you observe this word aberration, in this you can observe this error. Okay, error. And one small request, from tomorrow onwards, fill your water bottles, एक दो chips packets भी चाहिए तो लाके बैठना, क्योंकि the class is densely packed. Even if one student moves, the other people will get, they cannot control the feeling of going out. So don't tempt your friends. Okay, so like fill everything and come prepared, just like the teachers will come prepared. Like we are not going in between. Okay, so humanly it is possible. Okay, teachers are not going out in between, so humanly it is possible. So maintain that from tomorrow. Okay, aberrations means what? Errors, some defects, some abnormalities in the chromosomes. Okay, one example is Turner's syndrome. Use the word once. Turner's syndrome. See, look at here. Just 2-3 students went out and came back. Total seriousness of the class is gone. So how much impact is there on the class? Please observe it. Okay. Then, so Turner syndrome. Okay, you were saying something? Yeah. Yes. No, not like that. X chromosome बड़ा है ना तो cell भी बड़ा होना चाहिए. No. Okay. So chromosomes are very small. Like say for example in chemistry, in the atom nucleus is a small thing. Same way in the cell also, nucleus is a very small thing. The size of one chromosome do not affect the size of a cell. Is it clear? Okay. Then, so now coming back to this Turner syndrome. Yes, yes, yes. पर chromosome में तो दो हैं. So when you say only one, that is chromatid. Chromosome will have two. Okay, that means once divided, we call it as chromosome. Divide होने से पहले, okay, we call it as chromatid. Yes. Yes. जरूर तो है. ओके, जरूर फीमेल्स ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंट है, पर डबल इंटेलिजेंट तो नहीं है ना. थोड़ा बहुत इंटेलिजेंट है, मानना पड़ेगा, पर डबल इंटेलिजेंट तो है नहीं है. क्यों ऐसा? बिकॉज ओके, द वाई क्रोमोसोम विल हैव अ स्ट्रॉन्ग जीन that will suppress, okay, these characteristics. Whatever extra characteristics are there, the Y chromosome, तो male domination cellular level में भी है. Is it clear? Okay. And yes. They have something to do with sex, ना? X chromosome, क्योंकि X chromosome larger है. सेक्स डिटरमाइन करने के लिए फ्यू जीन्स आर इनफ. और भी जगह है तो नॉर्मल जीन्स भी रख दो, ऐसा सोच लिया नेचर ने. राइट? नहीं होता है ना, वही तो पूछ लिया मैंने. 22nd पेयर क्या है? Is that XX? Means all of them said no, they are 22nd pair only. They are not XX, they are not autosomes. They have different genes. Okay, nose shape को decide करने वाला, ear shape को decide करने वाला. Okay, so each chromosome will have a different set of genes. Okay. Then now chromosomal aberrations. First one is Turner's syndrome. Okay. See, simple. Look at here. Look at this diagram. You can easily understand. A normal person will have 46 chromosomes in each cell. पर Turner's patient में सिर्फ 40. Loud and clear, all of you. 45 chromosomes are there. Okay. So it is like 22 pairs of autosomes plus X0. Okay. There is that X or Y chromosome, there is not there. Okay. It is not XX. It is not XY. It is X0. 0 एक अलग chromosome नहीं है. 0 means शून्य, 0, null. Is it clear? Okay. So that is X0. This is Turner syndrome. Okay. Why the word Turner? Scientist name. Scientist identified this disease for the first time. Okay. Then we call it as monosomy of X chromosome. Use the word once. Monosomy. Actually, like you may feel biology terms are new or difficult, but they're the easiest when compared to all the subjects terms. Because we have some common root words. Mono means what? Somi chromosome का suffix है. Monosomy means one chromosome. दो chromosome के जगह पे एक ही chromosome है. Monosomy of X chromosome. Is the name clear, and also can you remember it? Okay. Then gender female. Okay. Why female? Simple. Like say for example, you need clouds to cause rain. Same way you need Y chromosome for the male characteristics. When there are no clouds, rain cannot come. When there is no Y chromosome, male characteristics cannot come. So Y chromosome gives male characteristics. Without Y, a person cannot become a male. And there is no Y chromosome here. So it will be female, but not a normal female. We are discussing about abnormalities. Only one X chromosome is there now. So symptoms are male infertility. I mean, she cannot reproduce and give birth to a baby. And short stature, height. Stature means height. Some of them are mentally retarded. This mental retardation word is socially prohibited, but for better communication, to explain what I wanted to say, I'm using the word. We normally call it, the social level, we use the word special child, because mentally retarded can be insulting or derogatory. So we don't use the word. But mental retardation means what? Slow growth of the brain. Retardation means slow growth of the brain. So these are some symptoms. Is Turner syndrome clear for all of you? Yes. Of course ना, क्योंकि ये chromosomes genetic material है. But if you wanted to ask, will it inherit to the next generation? No, क्योंकि वो infertile लोग हैं. They don't reproduce in the first place. Okay. So genetic is different, hereditary is different. This is genetic because it's a problem in chromosomes. Chromosomes are genetic material. But is it hereditary? Will it pass? I mean, Turner syndrome patient's baby, will she become Turner syndrome baby? Maybe, but she's not reproducing at all. She's infertile. So it is not hereditary. Okay. Next one, super male syndrome. Okay. Later, after some time. Actually, you can also ask me the doubts after the class. After the class, you can come here or into the faculty room. So let us try to use the classroom time more productively. If you feel, if you do not know the answer of that question, next point you cannot understand. Okay. Next point समझने के लिए crucial है. Then only you ask in the class. Because too many doubts, like I cannot complete what I'm planning to complete that day. Okay. Then super male syndrome. Not superman, super male. Normal male will have XY in the 23rd place. But XY के जगह पे XYY है तो एक Y chromosome extra है तो that is called super male syndrome. Okay. Total number of chromosomes 47. Sex of the person male, because XY is already male. एक मेल में एक मेल सेक्स क्रोमोसोम एक्स्ट्रा हो गए तो फीमेल कैसा बन जाता? So male only. So this is super male syndrome. This is trisomy. Same. Tri means 3. Somy is a suffix from chromosome. Biological terms are simple because we have common root words, prefixes, suffixes and all that. Okay. Gender male. Symptoms taller than average. Learning problems. Criminal bent of mind. So doesn't mean that all super males are criminals or all criminals are super males, but they have a tendency to do the crime. Is it clear? Okay. So like this point also, how they added this in the symptoms is, they have done one study. They compared 100 males. Randomly they have taken some 100 males from prison. And they have taken 100 males from common public. They found more super males in the prisoners. Prisoners में अगर 4-5 super males है तो common public में 1-2 ही है 100 में. Okay, so it means what? They understood, they added a symptom that they have a criminal bent of mind, but doesn't mean that all of them will do the crimes. Okay, observed in some studies. So is super male syndrome clear for all of you? Okay, yes. Okay, fine. Next one. Super female syndrome. Total number of chromosomes 47. Okay, and the 23rd slot will have XXX. XX is already a female. In the female, if you have an extra female sex chromosome, it will be female only. So super female. But abnormal. This is trisomy of X chromosome. 3 somes, trisomy. Gender female, because there is no Y chromosome at all. Symptoms taller than average, normal fertility, rarely learning difficulties. I mean, most of the super females do not even look different. They look just like normal females only. Okay, you cannot even differentiate between a normal female and a super female. Who knows, some of us may be super females also because they have normal fertility also. Learning disabilities also rarely. I mean, not every super female will have learning disabilities. Okay. Next one is called as Klinefelter's syndrome. Use the name once. Again, Klinefelter, scientist name, the scientist who identified this disease for the first time. Okay, this is also trisomy, but this is XXY. Okay, so super male is XYY, super female is XXX, Klinefelter is XXY, Turner is X0. Okay, because you have only one chromosome in that slot, it is also called as monosomy. Super male, super female, Klinefelter, there are 3 chromosomes in the last position. So they all are called as, okay, very good. Gender, male. Then you may get one doubt. Mathematically, it looks like female, है ना, क्योंकि 2 X क्रोमोसोम है, एक ही Y क्रोमोसोम है, वो भी छोटा है. Okay, so like it should be like female only, but biologically it is different. I already answered his question. Y chromosome will have a very strong gene called SRY gene. Use the word once. So that can suppress the X chromosomes. That is the reason why. Leave the Klinefelter. Take a normal human being, normal male. All normal males will have XY both. Then why the males do not have female characteristics? Every normal male will have an X chromosome. Then why that X chromosome is not expressing? Why all the normal males here do not have the female characteristics? Because Y chromosome is suppressing the X chromosome. Okay, so how many ever X chromosomes are present? If just one Y chromosome is present, the overall sex of the person will be male. Okay, so male symptoms, male infertility, lesser number of sperm count decreases. Okay, then yeah, okay, or no sperm production at all, either no sperms produced or lesser sperm count. Feminine characteristics, I mean male, but Y chromosome will suppress the X chromosomes. पर एक एक्स क्रोमोसोम है तो कंप्लीटली सप्रेस कर सकते हैं, पर 2 एक्स क्रोमोसोम्स है तो it cannot completely suppress it. So a little bit of female sex characteristics also may express. So they will have some feminine. You may use the word intersex, not transgender. Transgender is a person who changed the sex. Okay, born as a female, but by surgery became a male. Trans man. Born as a man, but by surgery became a female, trans woman. So transgender means that. Intersex, inter means what? Between. Intersex means दो sexes के बीच में, in between the two sexes. So you can call it as intersex. Is it clear? Okay. So male, दिखने में male है, पर some female sex characteristics. Okay, like voice or behavior or breast development, all those things. So this is Klinefelter. Okay. Then you have one more thing called Down's syndrome. Use the word once. Down, again, scientist name. Till now, we have seen only 6 chromosomal aberrations, whereas this is an autosomal aberration, because this is trisomy of 21st chromosome. Okay, and this is the most common chromosomal aberration. Okay, does not mean that it is very common. Down syndrome is still rare, but when you compare with other aberrations, this is more common. I mean, in the population, I can find more Down's patients than Klinefelter's patients, or I can find more Down's patients than Turner's patients. Okay, total number of chromosomes here. Loud and clear. This is male or female? Okay, in this diagram it is female, okay, correct. But okay, can the Down syndrome occur in male also? Yes, because in the 23rd position, whether you have XX or XY has nothing to do with what you have in the 21st chromosome. ये mathematics में दो independent events के जैसे हैं. Is it clear? What you have here is independent of what you have here. So Down syndrome is possible both in male and female. And these aberrations, the probability usually increases when the mother's age at pregnancy is high. I mean, like if a woman above 30-year-old is reproducing, then the chance of baby getting this syndrome is higher. Okay, so these are some chromosomal aberrations. Then, whereas father's age do not have that impact. Okay, reason is, you know, in the females, the reproductive cells are called egg cells. Egg cells are produced before the birth. It means my egg cells are produced when I was in my mother's womb. Did you understand? A female's egg cells are produced before the female is born. Okay, and then they are stored in the ovaries. Use the word once. Ovaries are the primary reproductive organs of the female reproductive system. And per month, one egg will be released. Now let us suppose if a woman reproduces by 20 years age, a 20-year-old girl reproduces, the eggs are stored for 20 years, it's okay. But if a 30-year-old lady reproduces, the eggs are stored in her body for 30 years. Purana ho gaya, kharab ho gaya. Is it clear? Because we are constantly being exposed to pollution, we are taking lots of medicines, smoking, x-rays or some diagnostic tests. So all these will affect the quality of the egg cells. Whereas in the males, it is not like that. A sperm is produced when it is released. Okay, 80-year-old man also can give birth to, can contribute to a genetically healthy baby. Whereas maternal age, mother's age at pregnancy will influence the genetic health of the baby. All these chromosomal aberrations chance increases if the mother's age at pregnancy increases. So don't worry, doesn't mean that you have to go for child marriages or you have to quickly rush jaldi ek hi attempt mein UPSC khatam karke jaldi marriage. Nothing like that. After 30 years also the probability is still less. Okay. So 25 years if it is 0.00001, after 30 it becomes 0.0001. And also we have so many high-end diagnostic tests, okay, like in the general ultrasound scanning that they do during pregnancy and all, it will be easily identified. This is not a point to be worried about. Okay. Then, so this aberrations completed. Next, we are using one more word called ploid. Use this word once. Ploid means, okay, one set of all chromosomes in a cell. Okay, only one set. Okay, like I will highlight a few parts of this definition. Based on that, I will ask you something. So try to understand it. I am saying one set, not two sets. And I'm saying set, not pair. Pair means two. Set means one group. Is it clear? A group of chromosomes. So I'm saying set, not pair. One set of all chromosomes, not a few chromosomes. Only one set of all chromosomes in a cell is called ploid. So, one ploid is equal to how many chromosomes? Everybody? 23 or 23 pairs? 23, that's it. Very good. Because 23 pairs, 46 is two sets. One set from the mother, one set from the father. ठीक है, एक ploid में 23 chromosomes है. तो एक cell में कितने ploids होगा? 2 ploids. So human beings are diploid organisms. Use the word once. Normally we pronounce as a diploid, but like for clarity, I'm saying as diploid. See, this is one ploid. 1, 2, dot, 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 dot. Imagine 23 chromosomes. So this is from the father. This is another ploid. This comes from the mother. Ploid is represented with the letter N. N is equal to 23. It is one set of all chromosomes in a cell. So there are two ploids. Therefore, human beings are Diploid. Not only human beings, all animals are diploid. And most of the plants are also diploid. Okay? Then, next. Okay, so if you have 46 chromosome, that is 23 pairs. एक एक क्रोमोसोम 2 कॉपीज में है तो we call it as diploid. पर एक एक क्रोमोसोम 3 कॉपीज में है तो we call it as, and don't confuse between trisomy triploid. Let me see how much you understood. Trisomy में completely कितने chromosomes होगा? Oh, very good. Triploid में कितने chromosomes? 69. That is the difference. Triploid, 3 ploids. Trisomy, 3 chromosomes. So don't get confused. हर एक क्रोमोसोम 4 कॉपीज में है तो टेट्राप्लॉइड, पेंटाप्लॉइड, हेक्साप्लॉइड, हेप्टाप्लॉइड, ऑक्टाप्लॉइड, all together poly means many. Okay, so polyploid, triploid से लेके octaploid तक, a common word that can be used is polyploid. Okay, now humans cannot tolerate polyploidy. I mean, you don't have a triploid human being. Okay, you don't even have a triploid human being, so tetraploid, pentaploid unimaginary hai. Why? What is the reason? Okay.
Unacademy. Let's crack it.